Sarah Ferguson to flee UK for new £3.6 million seafront mansion abroad. Welcome back to Crown Chronicles, your home for the most captivating, dramatic, and breathtaking stories from inside the British royal family. If you love royal twists, palace intrigue, and the secrets the firm wishes would stay behind closed doors, make sure you tap that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our incredible community. Today's story is nothing short of sensational, and it may just reshape Sarah Ferguson's entire future, because what if I told you that Fergie, the Duchess of York, the woman who has weathered every storm from scandal to bankruptcy to illness, is quietly preparing to flee the UK for a breathtaking £3.6 million seafront mansion abroad? And what if I told you? The reasons behind her sudden escape are far deeper, far more emotional, and far more dramatic than anyone imagined. Settle in, because the truth behind Fergie's possible dramatic relocation is a story of pressure, heartbreak, renewal, and a woman determined to reclaim her life in the wake of royal chaos. For decades, Sarah Ferguson has been a figure defined by resilience. The British public has watched her stumble, rise, fall again, and rise stronger each time. She's been divorced, bankrupt, humiliated, adored, mocked, celebrated, and yet she has remained one of the most human, relatable, and enduring figures in the royal universe. But in recent months, a storm has been brewing beneath the surface of Fergie's cheerful public persona. Those close to the Duchess say she has been growing increasingly suffocated by the pressure, scrutiny, and uncertainty surrounding her life in the UK, especially with the intensifying spotlight on Prince Andrew and the future of Royal Lodge. Though she has stood by Andrew for decades, their once peaceful coexistence at Royal Lodge has become strained. Financial pressures, public embarrassment, and the looming question of whether King Charles will force Andrew out of the residence have created an atmosphere of tension Sarah can no longer ignore. And then came the twist: a stunning overseas property, a £3.6 million seafront mansion, that may very well become Sarah Ferguson's fresh start. Insiders say Fergie first heard about the property during a private trip earlier this year. Described as a dream home, the mansion reportedly sits on a quiet coastline, nestled between palm-lined cliffs and turquoise waters. It offers total privacy, sweeping sea views, security, and, most importantly, distance from the relentless glare of British media. For the Duchess, the idea of waking up each morning to the sound of waves instead of headlines has become increasingly irresistible. But this isn't just about scenery. According to sources close to the Duchess, Fergie has been deeply affected by the recent chaos surrounding Andrew. Though she publicly supports him, privately she has grown exhausted, emotionally and mentally, by the weight of carrying so many burdens that don't belong to her. Andrew's scandals have limited her freedom, her work opportunities, and even her presence at certain royal events. Despite her loyalty, she has quietly admitted to feeling trapped inside a situation she can't control. The idea of escaping, even temporarily, feels like the first breath of fresh air she's had in years. But there's another, more personal reason behind her possible move. Sarah's recent health battles have shifted her perspective dramatically. After facing 2 cancer diagnoses in quick succession, those close to her say she has developed a renewed sense of clarity. She wants peace. She wants joy. She wants a life that feels like hers, not one overshadowed by royal scandals and institutional politics. The £3.6 million mansion offers exactly that. A sanctuary. A refuge. A chance to rebuild her independence. A place where she can write, paint, recover, breathe, and find herself again. And though she hasn't confirmed the purchase publicly, insiders reveal that Sarah has been quietly making arrangements, lawyers reviewing contracts, advisors checking foreign tax rules, security personnel assessing the area, and even decorators helping her plan the interior. But perhaps the biggest question is this: what does this mean for Andrew? Because if Fergie leaves the UK, even part-time, it marks a seismic shift in their decades-long relationship. The pair have leaned on each other through every crisis. Their bond has been unshakable. But the truth is, their lives are moving in different directions. Sarah's star is rising again, with best-selling books, public appearances, podcast projects, and a growing presence as a beloved royal-adjacent figure. Andrew's future, on the other hand, grows murkier by the day. His dependence on Fergie has intensified, and her departure would be a blow he may not be emotionally prepared for. In fact, insiders claim Andrew is deeply unsettled by the idea of Sarah moving abroad. Though he won't say it publicly, those close to the Duke say he fears losing the one person who still stands firmly in his corner. But Sarah, they say, is no longer willing to let Andrew's circumstances dictate her entire life, and there's yet another angle: their daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, who are incredibly close to their mother, reportedly support her desire for a peaceful escape. They want her to heal, to rest, to enjoy the kind of life she has rarely been able to live. But they also worry about what this means for their father, and what happens if Sarah truly begins building a new home far away from Royal Lodge, with the monarchy changing rapidly, with King Charles restructuring royal finances. And with a new era looming, Fergie is quietly choosing herself for the first time in a long time. The mansion abroad symbolizes that decision, a bold step toward freedom. So will she go? All signs point to yes. Her team is preparing. Her inner circle is packing. And the property, that glittering seafront paradise, appears destined to become her new sanctuary. For Sarah Ferguson, this move marks a rebirth. A shift from surviving to living. A chance to step out of the shadows of royal scandal and into the sunlight of a life she always deserved, and for the British royal family. It marks another unexpected twist in a story that never stops evolving. Thank you for joining us on Crown Chronicles, where we uncover the truth behind the royals, the power plays, the heartbreaks, the scandals, and the surprising reinventions. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Trust me, the next royal revelation is coming, and you won't want to miss it.